We back here with an update. No, this ain't about music. This ain't about the Monte Carlo. I know I had a video about my Triple X RE audio 15s. They back in the Monte Carlo. They used to be right here in this corner, but they're not here no more. They going back in the car. I'll make a video of bass beating out real soon. I'm gonna let y'all listen to Gucci Man Trapology, and I'll let y'all see that the subwoofers still work. Even though the leads are broken, I kind of remodified them and they're back together, and it's still playing. I just took them out just to do a little maintenance, make sure everything was okay. I get into little stuff like that. But right now, this is about the CDL. I made an announcement a while back. I was following CDLs. I was trying to pursue, more in depth into driving, and CDL was one of the routes I had to take. I'm out here in east side of Central Florida, and Central Florida being the middle of Florida, there's a lot of driving going on where distribution centers are located around here and such. So commercial driver license was needed for me to move up in the driving industry, basically. Right now, I'm a medical service technician. I deliver hospital bed, oxygen, wheelchairs, walkers, tables. I cater to, sick people that's on hospice and they're on their last days, and I'm out here trying to help them, live that comfortable life up to the very end. And I'll go and pick everything back up, speak with the family, speak with the daughter, the son, the kids or whatnot, and make sure everybody's okay. And that's basically what my job been for the past 2 years. I've been in the hospice environment. It's not easy. You have to have a big heart. You gotta be a strong-minded person. You gotta be very, very, very patient. You gotta remember that this is someone's mom, dad, brother, sister that's dying, and some people take it easier than others. So you got to be patient. But with the commercial driver license, right now I'm at a Class B. This is my temporary permit. This is what allows me to be able to go out there and practice and take my driving skill. Along with that came, I had an endorsement for tanker and hazardous materials, and I had an endorsement for air brakes and the general knowledge. And without general knowledge, you can't do anything. So if you don't have general knowledge, you don't get a permit, basically. If you don't know the basics, then you got to retake them. Right here, I made sure they printed out results of my test, and you see general knowledge pass, air brakes pass, tanker pass, hazmat material pass. And one of these I took today, which is 8.6, and the other three I took 7.20. And I had the C permit. Something went wrong with that situation, and I'd like, I'm gonna just take the B. And it was like, okay, for us to give you the B, you gotta go take the air brake test. So I was like, when can I take it? They was like, whenever you're ready. I said, all right, put it on the screen, let me go get it. So out of 25 questions, I got 2 wrong for the air brakes, and now I'm a Class B. One of the main things you need as a CDL, commercial driver license, is DOT medical card. This was the first thing I went and did, because if you're not medically, competent to drive or whatnot, you don't need a CDL. You don't have to go bother to try to get a CDL. If the doctor don't say you pass, then you can't you can't get a CDL. That's basically it. So your medical card is the first thing you got to go after. I looked around because I'm doing this on my own. Usually people go to the school and they try to do this with the school, and you pay $5-7 grand. I'm doing this on my own, off my strength, off my knowledge, and I've gotten this far. So I've gone, looked around. I found the doctor that is approved by DOT. They have to be approved by DOT to, give you a physical. And I passed that. You got to take an eye test. You got to take a hearing test, a urine test, and I believe that was it. And they ask you to, squat, bend over. They see if you're physically fit to be in awkward positions, I'm assuming. So I passed all that. You had to kneel forward, lean back as far as you can. And I guess they was checking to see if anything was going to crack, if you're going to complain of any pain or anything like that, back spasm or whatnot. So I passed my DOT physical. Then I had to go and register for my general knowledge. I took the general knowledge, and with the general knowledge, they give you a permit. Now, this is where they messed up, and I messed up. The lady asked me, what else are you here for? I told her tanker, hazmat, endorsement. She told me, okay, I'll let you take the tanker and the hazmat. Here's the problem. You cannot get a hazmat endorsement on your CDL until you get a hard copy. So I took my hazmat and passed, but it doesn't count at all until I get a hard copy. So I have 30 days. Well, I had 30 days from 7/20. I have from 7/20 to 8/20 to get my driving skill done and the hard copy completed before I can register for my hazmat endorsement. So basically, you have to fill this paper out right here. And this is driver license hazmat material endorsement application. Along with this, you will get fingerprinted by the DMV, and you'll fill out the paperwork, and you'll be sent. This will be sent to TSA, and they'll do a complete level 3, level 5 background check, and you should be approved within 2 to 3 weeks. And then you'll go back to the DMV, and then I guess they'll put it on your CDLs. So that's basically it. This is just a record saying that I passed all my tests. But being that I was put in a situation where I took the test before I was supposed to, I may have to take the CDL hazmat again because it's only valid for 30 days. And today is 8/6/15. I have about 14 days to go. I have 14 days to go to the school, register, so I can take my CDL Class B driving skill, which is 3 parts. One is pre-trip. The second part of it is basically the driving skills. And before the driving skills even kick in, you got to do the air brake test. You have to do 3 tests. Yeah. So it's general knowledge, which is the pre-trip. You have your air brakes. You demonstrate that you understand how air brakes work. And along with that, you'll take the road test. I guess you do front, back, turn, reverse, drive to the cone, back up, and back up from the left. The safety things, and they'll see if you could turn from the left lane or you'll turn from the far left lane and properly. So being that you're a commercial driver, you have to be aware of this. And also that I have hazmat and tanker endorsement. I'm required to stop at most, if not all, railroad crossings. So all that comes into play. Like I said, when CDLs is a whole different class from regular E class, and like the government says, driving is a privilege. So commercial driver license is a very, 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 very important privilege, and you can lose this license just by sneezing in the wrong direction. So you got to be careful. This is more stricter than the E class. There's no ways around all this. You have to complete this in a timely, orderly fashion and manner. So like I said, I went for the C. I ended up getting the B. I have my tanker, hazmat. I have my air brakes, general knowledge. I got my DOT card. I got my results right here. And I got my application for hazmat to go onto my hard copy. But I cannot get hazmat on my hard copy until I get the hard copy. So I may have to take hazmat again unless I can complete all this within these 14 days. So that's where I'm at right now. It's been a good, healthy journey. Been studying, been working, been studying, been working. I'm studying and working at the same time because I got the little book with me that I've printed out, which is the PDF off Florida's DMV website for commercial driver license. You can read the information, and what you don't know, you bookmark it and you go back to it later on. And you study it, you study it, you study it, you study it, and eventually you'll be to the point where you'll know word for word, line for line, without even looking at the section. So that's basically where I'm at with Class B, CDL. I got hazmat, tanker, air brakes, and we'll see what the journey is up next.